Greetings, YouTube, and welcome to episode 221 of the 4,000 Question Challenge. Is there something you feel too old to do? Well, there's lots of things I think I'm probably too old to do because I physically would have a difficult time doing them. Like, I can't stay up all night like I used to when I was, even though ironically I've been up since 9:40 last night and it is 1:58 p.m. So I do have a little of that in me, I guess. But there are things in life which are young people games, and I'm not a young people anymore. So yeah, there are things I feel that I'm too old to do. Um, I think all of us will experience that if you get to live to be old enough. If you had massive energy, how would you put that energy to work? I would be a much more prolific and vibrant maker. What would you do if you met your exact double? Like my doppelganger? I think I saw him in public once. I don't know. Have a conversation with him, I guess. Find out who he is and where he's from and how we differ. See how close we are, but also how do we differ? Do you try innovations or stick to tested methods? Well, sometimes I stick to tested method because I think that the alternatives aren't an improvement. But I also try to come up with innovations because there are problems I have not solved with the tested methods, so I need to find new methods of solving those problems. What is something you have dreamed of doing for a long time? Well, owning a home was one thing. Standing on Hadrian's Wall would be another. That would be another. What are the most negative changes you have seen in your life? The naked racism in America, the white nationalism, the backlash against minority groups. So yeah, all the ugly things that have come out of the shit Gibbons political administration. And I realize that when I'm filming this, I haven't lived through the 2020 election, so I don't know what happened. I'm sure I shoot hoping he didn't get reelected, because I don't know what I'm gonna do if he did. What are the most positive changes you have seen in your lifetime? Alrighty. Well, at one time I would say I agree with the sentiment that the arc of history bends towards justice, but I don't know if that's always true. But we have seen some positive changes in the world. Minority groups are speaking out more. The Me Too movement. There have been gains in both trans and gay rights and in economic equality and things like that. So there have been positive. It's just as someone that suffers from mental illness, it's really hard to hold on to those sometimes. The negative sticks around. Positive just slips through my hands. What would you do if you had $500 to spend on anything? Probably buy a laptop. That's what I'd probably do. How do you feel when someone teases you? I'm used to it. I'm seriously used to it, so it would be like, oh, look, it's Tuesday. What public figure has inspired me? What public figure has inspired me? Well, to a certain extent, Buddha has. But also other great thinkers and writers that have come before me. And there are situational things, for example, like Richard Dawkins, when it comes to evolutionary theory, is probably the greatest living mind there is in the world today. I just wish he'd stick to his lane and not talk about anything else. Because other than that, he's an absolute shitbag. So I've taken inspiration from lots and lots of people in different places. Fools, the wise, and the dead. It's one of the lines from my prayers. Because you never know where you're going to find wisdom, folks. You're never going to know. Okay, sorry. That was the last question for 221. There you go. So, thank you for being here for episode 221 of the 4,000 Question Challenge. I hope that you will be here for episode 222.